Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. It's a general reading. It could be past, present, or future. Okay, you're going to know best how this resonates for you and where it fits on your timeline. So let's just jump right in and see what is happening today in the collective. What do you guys need to know right now? Let's see what's going on. The Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, Judgment, and the Six of Swords. Okay, and then we have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So, there's a truth here, or you know the truth about something. You have clarity in the situation. It could be a painful truth, all right? It's a painful truth. But it is a judgment call that you have to make here, that you did make here. And it looks like you left something behind, Six of Swords. So this kind of looks like, I know the truth. I see the truth for what it is. The truth hurts. But I have to act on this. I have to make a judgment call now, knowing what I know now. This is about you deciding not to run away from the truth, but leave something behind because you see it for what it is. That's what this looks like, okay? So what's the Ace of Swords here? The Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's like knowing the truth or seeing that, holding on to whatever this is. Okay, it could be anything. If it's a relationship, if it's a job, something that you're holding on to for a sense of stability and security. If you hold on to this, it will keep you stuck, or it will keep you trapped in some sort of way. It'll keep your hands tied in some sort of way, like you're just bound. Like you're confined. It feels like a confinement, like there's no room to breathe, okay? Your back is up against the wall. So what's the Three of Swords? The Five of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune. The Five of Swords. This is like seeing somebody for who they are, seeing a situation for what it is, seeing that someone acts selfishly, okay, or they just do what's best for them. Being in a situation that's very manipulative, or yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you have to change something here. What's Judgment? The Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, coming out of the illusion. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, that there's no equal give and take here. That there's just no equal give and take here. Yeah, so whatever you're going through right now, I could feel like you're coming out of a fog, okay? Like you're just starting to see things clearly now, or a certain person now. That something is just not fair, or something is just not, it just doesn't feel equal, okay? Why is the Six of Swords here? Strength. Yeah, it could have taken you a lot of strength to walk away from a situation. Yeah, it's just like, this is what I need to do. You have to gather the strength and the courage to walk away. The Six of Cups, from the past, from something or somewhere where you've been for a long time, okay, or something about nostalgia, sentimental memories. Yeah, it's like when the truth hits you in the face, okay, you can't, this is like when you can't deny it any longer. Like, even if it hurts, even if you don't want to believe it to be true, you want to believe that something is different, because it would be easier to stay in this like safety bubble, maybe, where the world is great, everything is fine, this is no big deal. Like, it would be less painful to live in that kind of a fantasy. But this is more the energy of realizing, like, no, I can't deny this any longer. Like, this is the truth, and the truth sucks and it hurts. But you can't, Seven of Cups in reverse is like, you have to come out of the fantasy. You have to see it clearly. There's just no other way around it. Right? So tell me more about this Ace of Swords. The Four of Cups. Yeah, it's like, I don't like the truth. It's not really what you want to hear. But that's also something here with your emotions, right? The Four of Cups is about you feeling like your soul is rejecting something, okay? And maybe that's even where the truth is. Like, if it's very subliminal, if it's very subconscious, the truth or your inner truth is in that feeling of, there's something here that I'm just rejecting. Like, something just doesn't feel right, or there's something that I'm pushing away from me, from my life, from my space. Right? The Five of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this truth is sad. There's sadness here in the recognition of something, okay, that's just not, that wherever you are, you feel stuck. You feel trapped, you feel stuck. It's not a good place to be, okay? It's like, even if you wish things were different, that's just not how this feels. Okay. Heartbroken. Yeah. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, grieving and mourning. Okay, so you could be going through something where you feel like you have to walk away. Grieving and mourning. Okay. A partnership, a commitment, or just something that you thought would last forever. Okay, so something where you were committed, you did feel a sense of commitment or loyalty to the situation. Again, this could be anything, okay? Yeah, it hurts when you realize, like, you thought it was a commitment for longer, or you thought that this was it. But what are you supposed to do if that place or that relationship or that situation is what is making you feel trapped and confined and stuck, and like your hands are tied and you're looking for a sense of safety, but it's wherever you are, it's just not where you're finding it, or it's just not there. And that hurts to realize that, because I feel like you wish it could be different, but that's just how it is. And if you don't realize the truth, or if you don't want to accept it for what it is, then you're going to stay trapped. You're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay confined and in a place where you're not getting what you need. Okay. So tell me more about this Three of Swords. The Ten of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so it could have to do with a family situation, a community, a family, okay, or what you thought would become a family, or someone you share a family with. Okay, Three of Swords. A karmic relationship. Yeah, it's like letting go and loving you. Exactly. I mean, this could even be something like where you thought at one point something was a commitment, or it was forever, or it was for eternity. Realizing now that something may have turned karmic in time, and you just have to accept that. It's like you can't erase everything that's happened. Like there's just so many triggers now, there's just so much turmoil now. It's like you don't have another choice except to let go and love you, because something that you thought was forever has turned karmic. Okay, and now you have to transcend the obstacle. Now you have to prepare for a new phase in your life where you have to let this go. I mean, to put it kind of bluntly, because I'm also kind of getting this, so I'm just going to be honest. It's kind of like maybe at some point you thought this, if it's a relationship, you thought this relationship was like a higher level soulmate connection. And now with time, you're starting to wonder if it maybe is a karmic relationship, okay? Or maybe at some point in time in the past, it could have had the potential to become more of a higher level soulmate connection, but that would require both people to grow and both people to change and just circumstances to change. But something here is stagnant. It's stuck. You feel trapped. You feel like your hands are tied. You feel confined. There's triggers here, there's pain here, heartbreak, there's manipulation. There's somebody who's could be, very cold-hearted with their words, like, verbal arguments where somebody just like lashes out at you a lot, like and something about this feels like the realization that at some point you might have felt differently, but now the pain and heartbreak coming from the question of like, was this a karmic relationship, Or maybe it was, or maybe that's what it is. So what's the Wheel of Fortune? Clock. Needing time, taking time in time cycles. Yeah, so you could have taken a long time maybe to see this or to realize this, okay? Or something just took a long time. Or you've spent a lot of time here in this place with this person in this situation. Or you've given it its time. Reminiscing, keepsake, learn from the past. Perception. Yeah, something about your perception maybe, okay? Or why you took so long, why you kept rekindling the situation, why you kept trying again or thinking something would change. It could have something to do with the perception of the relationship. And that's, like I said, it's like when you think that something is meant to be, or you think that something is destined for you, you might ignore a lot of the things that are really karmic about it, right? So maybe something had to happen where it really shifted your perception and it really changed your mind to realizing like something about this does feel quite karmic, okay? Like it could have ascended at some point maybe, but the way that things just went, it just didn't. Wise Judgment here. The Emperor. And the Devil. I mean, I don't really like that next to each other. Why is the devil next to the Emperor? It's almost making me feel like not quite realizing that somebody's toxic because of this masculine element. So you don't have to be dealing with a masculine, but that's what this feels like. It's like somebody could come off very masculine, but to the point where it can be toxic and controlling, or just very dominant in a way, which could feel like that aligns that energy, but it's almost like not seeing that something is toxic. Does that make sense? Yeah, thinking that it's a soulmate. Thinking that this is a soulmate connection, a partnership. It's really making me feel like you looking at someone and thinking that they are the emperor or the empress in your life, but there's like a veil on the toxic energy, the devil energy. I'm not saying this person is a devil. I'm not saying that they're evil or any of that, but they could have a lot of toxicity or a lot of toxic traits that just make it hard to have a stable relationship where you're getting some sort of equal give and take, okay, where things feel fair. Like something here could just not feel fair at all. And it could have taken you a while to see through this illusion or this fog because of the perception that this was forever or that everything can be worked through. It's kind of like having to face the truth that not everything can be healed or not everything can be worked through, or you can only work on yourself. The other person has to do it as well, and they're not going to change just because they're hurting you. Right? Okay. Anything else here for this Seven of Cups in reverse and the Judgment? The Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's like, why does this feel so hard? Like, why does this feel so hard? Okay? Like, making a relationship work could just feel so hard. And that's where it gets tricky, because maybe at some point you thought, what I'm getting here is like you thinking that every relationship is hard and, it's about sticking it out and working through things. But in this situation, it's like there's only so far that you can take it, right? Like the willingness to change and the willingness to forgive and the willingness to work on things. It's like maybe you felt like this was a soulmate connection because you were so willing to work through everything. But how are you supposed to keep going with this when something in your soul is rejecting it and the other person is just they're not really changing or evolving, or it's just they're just staying attached to some sort of toxicity? It's like you have to see it for what it is at some point. That maybe, I hate to put it this way, but also maybe you were wrong. Like maybe this was a relationship that was meant to teach you something, and at some point you thought it was forever, but maybe it's like past its expiration date. Okay. The Three of Wands. Yeah, it's like, okay, now you're looking towards the future, or you're looking at your future. Maybe you're trying to figure out like what would your future look like if you stayed in this place, if you stayed with this person. And how does that make you feel? Like when you think about that idea, like how does that make you feel, right? Okay, so what's the Six of Swords? The Hierophant. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is you leaving something behind and going at it alone. I mean, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, or it's something about you doing something to protect yourself, or you feeling like you can do this alone, right? With the Nine of Wands of strength, it's like, I can do this. I have the resilience for this. I have the strength and the perseverance for this. I have to follow my heart. I have to do what I feel like is right. With the Hierophant, that makes me feel like why is the Hierophant here? Hold on, let's see. Not enough. Frustrated in a relationship. The Chaser. Chasing after something. A fear of abandonment. A fear. So this could even be about you facing your fears, which is like But I don't even really feel like it's your fears, because I don't feel any fear in this energy here with you. It's more of like a realization that you can't change something the way that it is. So why is a fear here? I don't feel like this is you in fear. Justice. No, this is for your justice. This is for balance. And this is also giving me that feeling of like, I have to do what I have to do. Because the Justice and Hierophant card, there's not feelings in that. That's like, I know what I need to do. I know what I have to do. I know what is fair. I know what's for justice. And I just need to take my feelings out of it and do what I need to do. Okay? Like, this is the right thing, so I'm going to do the right thing. All right, so the Devil. The toxicity. Yeah, there's just some sort of toxicity here. There's something around that's dark, okay? Possessive. The High Priestess and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's like fear versus intuition. But this doesn't have anything to do with your fear. Like, you're not leaving something behind because of fear. It has nothing to do with fear. It's actually your intuition that's telling you that this is what you need to do. So you're following your intuition. I feel like wherever you were, it was creating fears. Like, it was keeping you stuck in fears. Like, if you're with someone, or you're in a relationship, or you're with a job, or you're in a place where you're feeling like confined, you're feeling stressed, you're feeling scared, you don't know like what's happening, you know, is this the right thing for me? Like, so much uncertainty and instability in your life, that will bring up a lot of fears. But you walking away, leaving something behind, that is, I feel like, you leaving your fears behind. Staying wherever you were would have kept you in fear. So you leaving is actually you following your intuition to get out of the situation. Right? Okay, what else? Take a chance, take a risk, be strategic here. Many options. The relationship is over, no second chances. Unsure of the future. Yeah, this is like, I don't know what to do, okay? I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know what's best for me. Being very unsure of the future, not knowing what's happening next, okay? Having too many options on the table. It's like the decision that you make here is going to require you to listen to your intuition, because your intuition could be telling you to do something that maybe you avoided for a long time because you didn't want to believe that whatever you were feeling was true, right? It's like looking at a relationship and going, something here just feels like I'm not sure if this is it, or something here, there's just so much pain here and I can't really like put my finger on it, but I don't know. I feel like you walking away from this is you following your intuition, because your intuition could be telling you to get up and go. Right? So you might have had to take a chance on that feeling of listening to your intuition. But in turn, that also requires you to look the truth in the eye and see something for what it is, even if it hurts and the truth is painful. But even in that truth, like even in that realization, that's also where you find back to your intuition that's telling you like something about where you are, it just doesn't feel right anymore. Maybe, okay? And there could be a reason for that. Okay, so closing words for this one here, for the collective. What's the closing words for this? The Fool, yeah, you took a leap of faith. You took a risk. You jumped into the unknown, into a new beginning. You did it. You jumped into the unknown. You jumped into the Fool energy of a new beginning, of following your intuition, of following your heart, okay? Just going for it. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. Yeah, because there's something here that you just couldn't see. Like, something was just not feeling right to you. Maybe something just felt murky. Like, you just couldn't really tell what was going on. Like, there's no certainty here. You couldn't see what the plan was or what somebody was going to try and do. Like, I don't know. I feel like you had to take action here. Because of, yes, there was someone here around you that was being a thief, a liar, trying to get away with something, lying to you. Or also maybe you just couldn't see clearly, like, who is the thief here? Like, who is the liar? Who is the deceiver? Just too many options, too many energies around you. A gift. Something about a gift, giving something to someone, a present, receiving something from someone. Yeah. Okay, what's that about? The Ten of Pentacles. Generational wealth, a lot of money, the Nine of Cups, the Sun, the Star, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like, I feel like whatever you did here or whatever you had to go through, look, you had to do what was best for you, the Nine of Cups. It's like you have to listen to what makes you feel good, or where do you feel good? Like, are you in a situation where you just don't feel good, you don't feel fulfilled, you don't feel happy? And if that's tied to something, a place, a person where maybe at some point you thought this was it, like this is your happiness, and then you're in it and you're living, and then you realize day to day, like, I actually don't really feel that happy, but I don't know why, because I thought this was my soulmate, or I thought this was destined for me, but then you kind of realize, like, there's something that just feels off, or maybe there was an obvious truth here that you just chose to ignore. Okay, and that's why you didn't walk away from something for a long time. Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this, you know, this transformation was necessary. And it kind of feels like wishful thinking. Like whatever you went through here, it was just a lot of wishful thinking or hoping for the best, right? But this kind of feels like getting to the point where you have to wake up. Like you have to face the truth, even if you don't want to. And you have to move accordingly, right? And that's where your justice is. That's where you rebalance your life. Like your life could have felt super imbalanced, and it could have been connected to a certain person or a job or a place, and maybe you didn't want to believe that that was true. Like maybe you thought that this is what was supposed to bring balance, and then you're realizing like it just keeps creating imbalances more and more and more. It's like, where is this imbalance coming from? Even though I thought this is where I was supposed to be, or this is who I was supposed to be, you know, it's like sometimes you have to face that uncomfortable truth that maybe you didn't want to believe that this was a karmic situation, right? So I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, collective, I hope this helps, guys. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.